Hi, welcome to Tea Time at the Movies. I'm your host, Tea Time. Got a great show for you guys today. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I did. I saw a bunch of these movies here to review for you. How about them Bears, huh? It looked pretty good against the worst defense in all the league. But this is not a sports podcast, this is a movie podcast. So on this week, on this show for you today, we got In Whose Name, the new Kanye West, or the Ye documentary, London Calling, the new kind of action movie, the movie Xeno, new alien movie, and the Senior, kind of uplifting motivational story. So, welcome to the show. Let me put up the banners. Boom, welcome. All right, let's get right to it. In Whose Name, the new Kanye West documentary comes to us from director Nico Ballesteros. Not really a writer for the documentary, right? But there was one listed. I forgot to write it down. But so this was shot 6 years of behind the scenes footage of Kanye. This Nico Ballesteros got, I guess, unprecedented access to Kanye. I think it was from about 2018 to 2024. I think those were the 6 years because they mentioned there's scrolls on the screen about it takes you through it. So it's up like 2018, 2019. This happened in 2020. But overall, this was a no thanks, not for me. This was not a very interesting documentary. Maybe if you find Kanye West interesting, you might like it, but there wasn't really a connective narrative to it besides kind of the, words on the screen scroll. They didn't really do much. It just kind of set the setting of what was taking place and sometimes who was on screen. It's just really just behind the scenes shots of Ye over these 6 years. There's been a lot of news coverage from him since pre-pandemic, post-pandemic. I think it's all been covered and revealed. There's nothing really revealed in this. Just a lot of Kim Kardashian footage. Not too much with his kids, but there is some. But there's other artists in there. He was at concerts. It goes all the way back to kind of when he went on stage and when Taylor Swift won that VMA or whatever awards show it was, kind of to 2024. And he's shown in this, he's off his meds. He claims he's off his meds early in the documentary. I think he was still off his meds the entire time, but he's constantly contradicting himself. And it seems like he did like all this racist stuff and anti-Semitic stuff just for attention and just because he's kind of crazy. The documentary doesn't have anything where like they're interviewing people about Ye or Ye interviewed himself. It's just literally like a fly on the wall footage of Ye. There's one where he's kind of getting, I think, in an argument with Kim at some event, and a publicist or something says, "This would be great if you didn't record this," or something like that. But not a great documentary. Not too much revealed. It's just kind of revealed he's crazy and off his meds. I mean, they did go into that religious section where he made that religious album and had like his own church, but it didn't really delve much into anything. It was just kind of surface level, back behind the scenes footage of not interesting stuff, And I like behind the scenes stuff. That's kind of well, for a documentary. But like I just saw the documentary about Charlie Sheen on Netflix. That was 100 times better than this. Interesting footage of him in the past, but it was mixed in like interviews with his wife, Denise Richards. It didn't have his father or his brother. It had his older brother, Marco, or I think his name was, or Ramon. And I think one of his sisters had a daughter. His Denise Richards was there. Like, just interesting. It had a flow to it. This didn't really have. I mean, it would flow in the sense that it had in a chronological order, but nothing really interesting. No interviews. No really delving into really much. Just Kanye's crazy. Charlie Sheen's interesting. Kanye's crazy. Kanye was up to like 6 billion in value. Just not 3-4 years ago, and then he wrecked his deals with Adidas and Nike, or not Nike, Adidas and Gap. And then at the end of the documentary, he's like, just talking to the camera, he goes, I wondered if it was a good idea to explode everything or blow everything up. Like, my God, $6 billion, and now you're not, not worth nearly that, because you ruined everything, just because you're crazy. This will make you interesting. Do people just not know people are just crazy, and that doesn't make them interesting? Uh, if I didn't mention at the beginning, this movie's rated R, hour 52 minutes. It moves at a decent pace, doesn't really drag too long, but you could skip it. Nothing really here. Nothing to pay to go see, especially. All right, up next we got London Calling, rated R. This was an hour 54 minutes, just under 2 hours, from director Alan Unger. He's also credited as a writer. Two other writers, Omer Levin Menensk, and then Quinn Wolf. Didn't really recognize too many credits for any of these guys. The cast. Josh Duhamel, he plays Ward, kind of the hitman character. Jeremy Ray Taylor plays Julian, the son, who maybe has some special needs. Rick Hoffman plays Benson, the father of the Julian character. And then Aidan Gillen plays Freddy, Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. He's good in this. So the plot of this one, if you haven't seen the trailer, after accidentally murdering crime boss's wife's cousin, Ward flees the United Kingdom and is forced to babysit his new boss's son and teach him how to become a man. So, pretty straightforward plot. This was overall a no thanks, not for me. Overall, the story just was lacking in real depth or, believability. Like, I mean, everything made sense the way they told the story, but it wasn't really a story that needed to be told, I guess is the best way to say it. The good about this movie, the Ward and Julian had good chemistry together. The hitman and the guy and the son with special needs. Where do I know? I had a note here. Yeah, Jeremy Ray Taylor. Julian plays the son. He looks like an autistic Adam Devine in this. Kind of funny that it's just kind of striking the way you see it. If you see it, you can't unsee it. Good character. It was shot well, shot competently. Nothing bad about the way it was shot or the music or the score or anything like that. The bad about this, maybe too much to mention, but over the top acting, especially from the dad crime boss that he's working for, the Hoffman actor. We get your character is Jewish and is a crime boss and likes to curse, but there's more to a character than just that. He was just way too over the top, like unbelievably over the top, especially the way he treats the son. But then other parts he's okay, but it was just way over the top with the cursing with him. Like, you're not that funny, bro. Like, tone it down. My notes here. Yeah, this was like the movie Role Models meets Hitman meets the TV show The Gentleman, but not in a good way. Just too much unneeded stuff in here, and the added storyline of the son, LARPing, where they fake fight in the forest with other LARPers, and they have like power, like that didn't fit with the seriousness of the hitman stuff and murdering people with guns. A lot of gunplay in this. A lot of movies nowadays are just fast and loose with gunplay. It's kind of striking to see nowadays. Maybe that LARPing thing would have been better because it also introduces like a girl character. They kind of just skip over that. He seems like he's autistic and maybe just doesn't like women. I don't know. This movie was 20 minutes too long, probably because of that added LARPing stuff, but also, the story is he accidentally kills the crime boss's wife's cousin because he mistakes. He's getting information that he's supposed to kill a horse, the guy dressed in a horse at this party. So, but he accidentally kills a guy dressed as a donkey because he has bad eyesight and he mistakes the donkey for the horse. So, and the crime boss doesn't even like really know who the cousin is. He keeps getting it wrong who was murdered, but he's a crime boss, so he has to. Family means everything, so that just leads the story going. Nothing you haven't seen before. This is a skip. I mean, there's a little bit of good chemistry, like I said, between Jeremy Taylor and Josh Duhamel. But nothing you haven't seen before. Nothing you need to see. Not worth 2 hours. Way too long. Not worth your time. Skip it. All right, up next we got Xeno, new Alien movie. Link to my notes here, Xeno. But this is finally a not rated R movie, rated PG-13, an hour 43 minutes. This comes from writer director Matthew Lauren Oates. The plot pretty straightforward alien movie. Renee befriends an alien that she encounters in the middle of the desert at night. She embarks on a journey to keep it secret from her family and the government. So, does that sound like anything you've seen before? E.T. Phone Home, E.T. Copy script and paste into this movie. The cast: Lulu Wilson plays Renee. Honestly, I thought this was a Luke Wilson movie. I kept waiting for Luke Wilson to show up, but maybe I didn't get my eyesight checked because this was Lulu Wilson. She plays the cute little blonde Renee. Paul Schneider plays Chase. He plays kind of the drunk boyfriend. Omar Hardwick plays the government agent Jonathan. And then Trey Romano plays Gil, kind of the male interest with Renee. And then Ren Schmidt plays Linda, the mom. But overall, this was a no thanks, not for me. Not that anything was bad, just nothing new, nothing you haven't seen before in an alien movie. The male in it, Gil, he looked like a Mexican Timothy Oliphant. Timothy Chalamet, excuse me. Like there's a Hispanic actor. He looked like Timothy Chalamet, but younger and chunkier. So I'm getting all the characters wrong in this, who they are, who they're playing. This was competently made. This felt like a Disney movie, like a Disney Channel movie, but more serious tone. Everything made sense. The way they told the story, things that happen, the way she finds the alien, wants to hide it. There's nothing really spoiler here. When she meets the alien kind of like reaches out his tentacles and like grabs her head, and they make a connection. So why she wants to keep the alien safe, even though it keeps murdering many government agents. Probably because of that connection kind of tricks her. But I guess that made this story make sense. The only kind of new thing I saw in this was the government agent, which he's talking to Renee to kind of like turn over the alien, give her the information, whatever. Not really explain anything, but he goes, there was a ninja tribe, 800 years ago that would send wild hogs into cities that they were maybe going to conquer, and if the pig came back fat and healthy, they knew that they could easily conquer the city. But if the pig, came back beaten or injured or didn't come back at all, they knew to leave that city alone. So, kind of the analogy of the aliens races sending probes here to see what kind of civilization we are, and his goal is to learn how to torture it to death, essentially, so the aliens don't come here. Which interesting thought. Maybe not enough to for a whole movie. Hey, Liza, stop. Sorry, my dog. Liza, stop that. Sorry, she just decided right now to lick. So my notes here, going to the movie. Lulu Wilson was good in this. She made it believable. She's a good little actress. She comes from a lot of horror movies. I was looking at her credits. Like a lot of these young blondes, when they do horror, like Chloe Moretz, they look very similar to these two young actresses. They do a lot of horror movies. If they're good enough for that, they get bumped up to an alien movie. So she was believable in this. She did all she could, but the story is like you've seen all this before in an alien movie. You've seen alien movies before. If you haven't, this is gonna be a nice treat for you. Paul Schneider was good in this. Plays a good drunk character. He was very believable, kind of abusive as well. Disney Channel movie, but with a serious tone. It was a well-made movie. Hang on one second, Liza, stop. So, but you can skip this. Nothing you haven't seen before. Uh, go see something else. I mean, it's very family friendly. If you need to see a family with this, PG-13, everything's rated R coming out. But this was no PG. I think just PG, or was it PG-13? Yeah, PG-13. So yeah, family friendly. If you just want a fun alien movie, you go see this. They show the alien. It's not like they hide the alien or anything. It's fucking ugly, and she's into like lizards and stuff. So that's probably why she likes it so much. But skip it. You don't need it. It's no thanks, not for me. All right, last up here we have The Senior. Got a motivational sports movie here, rated PG. All right, very family friendly movie. It's an hour 39 minutes. Doesn't overstay its welcome. Not too long, not too short. Just probably just the right amount. From director Rod Lurie, from writer Rob Eisel. The plot: this is based on the true story of Mike Flint, who, after 4 decades after being kicked off his college football team, goes back to finish his senior year of eligibility and beat all the odds to play football again. He's like 58, 59. So this was definitely a T-Go C. Good story, good plot. Moved along, not too long. The cast: Michael Chiklis. He was great in this. He plays Mike Flint, who it's about. Mary Stewart plays Eileen, his wife. She was good in it. Brandon Flynn plays the son. And Rob Corddry plays the coach in this. He was good in it. Very believable as the coach. Liza, stop. Great performances all around. Good acting. Simple story. Not much to get wrong here. This was a good sports movie, uplifting, motivational, good camaraderie between him and all his college-aged athletes, coach, teammates. This was also a good father-son movie. Kind of tension between the two. Resolve it well. But there's light religion on this. The Bible's in it a little bit, but seems like they cut out all the religious stuff. This is just straight for sports movie. 58-year-old playing football again in college. It was in the news. They show some of the newscast and stuff like that from the 2000. I think it was around 2006, 2006, which was fun. At the end of the movie, at the credits, they show the real guy with Chiklis, talking to each other, being interviewed. That was pretty fun. It seemed like this was maybe sitting in the can for a year or two. Not that that's a bad thing, but just had to find its time to shine, I guess. This did seem like a Lifetime movie, like a made-for-TV movie, but, Chiklis is in it, and he's the real deal. He's a good actor. Come on. The Shield, such is so good in that. Good in this. Wife is good. Story's good. Nothing crazy in this. PG, definitely. Great performances. Nothing bad about it. If you're going to see a movie, you've seen everything else, or family friendly, I'd pick this over Xeno. Religious movie, I guess. I haven't seen the cartoon, The Land of the World, or whatever that one is, but this was good. Nothing against religion, but a little light religious touch in it, but nothing. Seems like they cut it out. Not that that's a bad thing or a good thing, but didn't touch on it at all. Really. So that's all I have for you guys this episode. In Whose Name? Skip it unless you're a big Kanye fan. This will probably be on HBO Max or whatever. London Calling. Skip it if you've seen like Hitman movie. You've seen this before. Little camaraderie between the two main characters, but that's ruined in the trailer. So you've seen it. If you've seen the trailer, you've seen all the good parts. The father was way too over the top. You can skip it. Xeno. Alien movie. You've seen it before. Girl hiding an alien with from her family, from the government. Government comes. Nothing you haven't seen before. And The Senior. Good family-friendly movie. Good sports movie. Go see that. Or go see one of the ones on my last episode here. So I saw these over the weekend. Hopefully, we'll have a bunch for you guys again on Thursday, Friday morning. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Remember that T stands for truth, and that's a guarantee. I'll see you guys next time.